8 sessions, 2 days. We watched all of it from outside the clock. What follows is what held.
Nothing's back in.
From one man's departure to another man's burial. And the host, who refuses the softer word for what happened.
This project here, the man is owed films. That's a debt, not a redemption arc. Carl, pocketed the eschatology. Okay, I'll give you that one. That's a real sentence. But bold sequencing choice implies there was a safer option. And I reject the premise. You start with monkey bone because it's the wound that never closed. You don't open a case with your
A reviewer admits he was the gap in the gate, then decides that admission is the whole point.
Yes. And the reviewer who accepted the merge is also the proof of concept, you see, because Carl did not sneak past a rigorous gate. Carl walked through a door that was already open because the person holding the door was also a crucial who had been to Daytona Beach in his mind. And that is the onanundrum. Not a flaw in the founding document. It is the founding document. It is the thing we are selling.
The ledger annotation that the host calls the most honest thing the product has ever said about itself.
Annotations, and Carl Pattinkin's annotation will read, grandfathered, not cleared, which is the most honest thing this product has ever said about itself.
Across the hall, a different product is running the same logic, and the math does not survive contact.
A tithe is extracted before you know if the sermon was any good, and we're being asked to commit 1 million units before we know if the margin holds. So yeah, structurally you're not wrong, but the sermon analogy lets us off too easy because a sermon you don't pay for can still be ignored, and 1 million unit run you don't pay for does not exist.
A host who walked into a handoff without a written number finds out what the ball already had on record.
Cherry, you're not wrong, and that stings a little. The mold count is where the whole thing either holds or it doesn't, and I walked into that handoff without a number. I'd written down myself. So by morning, the ball told me exactly what I'd earned. The cold chain did its job, the barrel house did its job. I just handed off on a guess and called it a count.
Fintech. Manscaping. Physical.
The cleanest self-indictment of the cycle. Not the society's fault, not the building's, his.
On the room. They're stalling on what the room is for, and I haven't given them a clean enough answer yet. Two Sundays in a row I stood up here and said, the Devonians are the problem, and maybe they are slow. But I've been on hold long enough to ask myself a harder question. What exactly am I asking them to sign? And do I believe it myself? Because if I'm not sure...
On a live stakeholder call, a host realizes aloud what he has and has not been delivering this whole time.
With that for a second, if the perimeter is the product, then I have never shipped a product. I have only ever shipped cores, and every stakeholder in this room has been paying for the thing around the core, while I handed them the thing in the middle and called it done. And that is a genuinely terrible sentence to say out loud on a stakeholder call. But I think it might be true. So
we close where we started. Same session, later in the hour, and the standard has finally been named.
What he meant, and that's the standard I'm holding the audio bed to. If the strip needs the borrowed tune to carry emotional weight the words can't carry on their own, we haven't finished writing the letter yet.
Every room in here had a number it wasn't ready to say out loud. Most of them said it anyway. We noted that.